So all Jimmy Butler has been doing ever since he decided to burn the Philadelphia 76ers and sign with the Miami Heat is winning. Whether it's on the court or off the court, all this guy does is win. But unfortunately, the company that he decides to keep around doesn't really do the greatest job keeping their mouths shut because, of course, if you're the star player of the Miami Heat when the Miami Heat are winning, chances are you're going to have some controversy following you around, especially if you're really taking time to enjoy the Miami lifestyle. So for those of you guys that don't know, a little bit of background to this story is Jimmy Butler recently had a daughter with an Instagram model named Caitlin Nowak. In fact, he missed a game earlier this year to make sure everyone understands that family comes first in order to be there for the birth of his daughter. He even posted onto Instagram, family is not an important thing, it's everything. And well, I guess we could figure out the reason why he ended up having a pregnant daughter with Caitlin as we continue into the story. But before we start this story, guys, it's time to gear up and get yourself the gift of shaving this holiday season. The Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 kit is officially out right in time for your Christmas and holiday shopping needs. Man, this is the perfect gift for you to get yourself that your girlfriend will be thankful for. Because if you trim your tree, your package will look even bigger. And right now, with Manscaped's Peak Hygiene Plan included in your purchase, you get the biggest bang for your buck. As a subscriber, you'll get 25% savings on your order instantly, a new replacement blade refill for your lawnmower trimmer delivered to your door every 3 months. This makes sure that you guys have the most hygienic shave possible every time, exclusive access to the new Plow 2.0 safety razor with upgraded ergonomic design, which isn't even available for purchase on the website yet. And for a limited time, subscribers get 2 free gifts: the Shed travel bag, which by the way is freaking awesome, and limited edition high performance boxer briefs. On top of that, guys, I'll tell you my favorite feature of the Lawnmower 2.0. It's the fact that it's waterproof. You could manscape in the shower without having to worry about electrocuting yourself. I do this in my gym locker room all the time. Don't tell my gym that I do that. So use promo code Theflightmike for 20% off of your purchase and start manscaping this holiday season. If you're new to the channel, you watch a lot of my content, you're not subscribed, be sure to take a moment to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm going to go full-time on YouTube as soon as we get 500,000 subscribers. In the event that my channel does get closed for whatever reason, by the way, guys, I've been getting hit with a lot of copyright claims, so I'm going to take my content and start posting it onto Instagram TV. On top of that, guys, be sure to check out my Discord chat because this is the place where most of you guys get the opportunity to suggest video content and just talk basketball and the happenings of the NBA with me. Now, a little backstory about this situation, and this is according to a website called Sports Gossip. Apparently, Jimmy Butler has been flying side chicks out to Miami, which is honestly no big deal. I've said this over and over again. If you are a woman and you're dating a basketball player, you know what you're getting into. Basketball players do not live stable lifestyles. They're traveling constantly. Their number one focus is being in the best shape possible to play games. And even in those games, their schedules are so freaking hectic that they're not even able to get a full night's sleep most of the time. Think about it. You just play a game, you come back, you hit the showers, if you're on a road trip, you're literally on a flight to the next place. You check in that morning, you probably didn't sleep so well on the flight, maybe you'll have a couple hours to rest, and then that day you'll probably have practice, and then maybe you'll go out and get some food and do what you have to do to acclimate to the new area, unless if it's a back-to-back. Long story short, basketball players have very hectic lives. They cannot fulfill traditional male gender roles. So with that being said, it's a very common pop culture phenomenon that basketball players are very prone to cheating, even though, we don't jump into or judge the types of relationships these players are in because, of course, each player has their own infrastructure to ensure that they're able to live happy social lives. But anyway, a little bit over a month later, we could see that Jimmy Butler having a baby with Instagram model Caitlin Nowak is not slowing him down whatsoever because, according to a source, he is flying side chicks out to Miami. And the way he's going about this is actually kind of adorable because he does it in a very classy way. So the first report came out 2 days ago, and this is the excerpt that we get from the first side chick. I recently went down to Miami to visit family and friends, and also to go to Art Basel. I don't know if I said that right, but while I was down there, my cousin, a few friends of her, and I went to a Miami Heat game. My cousin's friend got tickets from a girl that she knew. We got good seats, and before the game started, we went to the bathroom, and there was a group in the bathroom standing in front of the mirrors fixing their makeup. I gave one of the girls a compliment, and then we started talking. My cousin's friends and I asked her what's her name and where she was from, because she had an accent. And then I asked her if she was a basketball fan, etc. She said her name is, and her name has been removed, and honestly, I did do my best to find her, but since I wasn't able to find her, I'm just going to call her Becky, and she's from Barcelona, Spain. She told us she was 20 or 21, I forgot her age, and she was there to see her man play. I said to her, "Who is your man?" And she whispered to us and said, "Jimmy Butler." At first I didn't believe her, but she told us how she met him over the summer at a restaurant, and he asked her if she can meet up with him the next day for breakfast. Long story short, she told us that she was here with a couple of friends. Jimmy flew her and her friends to Miami. He got her a nice hotel room to stay at while her and her friends were there, and I was confused when she told us that she was staying at a hotel instead of a place. Then we found out from one of her friends that Jimmy doesn't want her staying at his house because he moved his baby mother in, and she gets jealous of him being around certain looking women. I got the impression that Jimmy's probably in a relationship with his baby mother and he is cheating on her with this girl. And here are some pictures of the apparent girl with Sports Gossip's little logo in the background. Now, Jimmy Butler apparently follows this girl, but I was not able to find her. Maybe I just did a horrible job doing research, but I was able to find the next side chick because this story gets even crazier. But now this girl wants to remain as anonymous as possible, but I'm going to do my thing, but I'm just going to let you guys know that Jimmy Butler follows this girl. And I typically wouldn't go out of my way to try to expose a woman or anything, but when you, and I know this is going to be ironic, but when you go out of your way to smear someone and give someone a poor name, and then you say, "Hey, I want to remain as anonymous as possible," chances are you may damage your name, or your name may get out there as you try to smear this other guy's name, especially if this guy's doing something nice for you and is flying you out to Miami and paying for your hotel and whatnot. Another tip I got is that this girl told us that Jimmy is talking to other girls besides her, but she is okay with it, and his baby mother doesn't know that she is down there. So the first girl found out about this other girl from Sweden named Irma. Apparently, she found out Jimmy and Irma met some time ago when he went to Sweden. Irma is this fitness chick with fake boobs and has expensive taste. Apparently, Irma and Jimmy hooked up, and he still likes and follows her on Instagram. Irma also says that Jimmy doesn't like to use condoms, and she had to tell him to wear one the second time they got together because she didn't want to take a chance. Also, if you go on Irma's Instagram page, you'll see that she has all of these pictures of her time in Miami and on her Insta stories. And Jimmy's baby mama, Caitlin, moved down there months ago, and apparently it wasn't a planned pregnancy. I got some screenshots, and hopefully this helps. Thank you. Now, let me tell you my problem with this entire situation. I really don't like the fact that this girl is going out and saying, "Hey, maybe this is going to help." What is she helping with? You know what I mean? What is she doing that's going to make the world a better place? What is Jimmy Butler doing that is so wrong? Because if you ask me, Jimmy Butler is handling the situation as well as a man in this situation can handle. Yes, he isn't making the greatest choices. If you're watching this and you're a little bit younger, you should always do your best to use protection, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the fact that, one, it's not like Jimmy Butler is neglecting the child. He literally is moving the baby mama in and is saying, "Listen, I'm not interested in pursuing a relationship with you at all. I want to keep being single, but I want to be a man and I want to own up to my responsibility. You wanted to keep the child. I'm down to keep the child. I'm going to take care of the child. I'm going to pay for everything. But at the same time, you need to respect the fact that I'm an NBA player. I'm in the prime of my career. I live in Miami. I'm the star small forward of the Miami Heat. I want to mess around. Now, I don't understand why people are going out of their way to try to give Jimmy Butler a bad name. I don't see what Jimmy Butler is doing wrong here. I'm sorry if I come off as misogynistic. I'm sorry if this is kind of pseudo-sexist, but I'm trying to see this from every possible angle. And if it's a situation where Jimmy Butler was trapped in a pregnancy and the woman wanted him to be available as a father figure for their daughter, Caitlin, he's doing that. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But at the same time, if he doesn't want to only commit to one woman, he doesn't have to commit to one woman. If this woman wants to go off and just get the money that Jimmy Butler is paying for child support, she is welcome to do that. But as far as I see, Jimmy Butler isn't doing anything wrong. But of course, you guys are entitled to your opinion, and I look forward to seeing all of your opinions, because this is why I make videos on content like this, because I really like to see the debate. I like to see both sides, and I like to see what my subscribers have to say. Do you think Jimmy Butler is doing something wrong like this woman is saying he is? Or do you think Jimmy Butler is acting well within his rights? I want to hear what you guys have to say.